woke up this morning and I prayed to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life. Yahawashi. Blessed be Yahawah. Blessed be Yahawashi.
Shalawam.
Welcome to the Help Hangout.
Because this is where the Helpmeets hang out. Hey. Y'all, we back.
I'm sorry,
We
I was
are
thirsty.
back. Okay, we are back.
Back and I'm better. Yeah, you know this.
No, for real though. Y'all, I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited.
Say y'all, and I'm country.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I did. I missed it. I
Yeah.
felt like I was away
I know.
from
I
my
feel like,
sisters.
yeah, I did miss this. I really did.
No, but I needed it though. I needed it, and all praise to the Most High that He put in my spirit to do it. Because now, listen, I'm better. You know, you can't pour from an empty cup. You feel me? So I had to
Listen,
go
okay.
get replenished through the spirit. But somebody's having a hard time.
We're glad to have you back. We're glad to be back. There we go.
Oh,
All
praises
praise
to
to
the
the
Most
Most
High.
High. Well,
So
happy
today, y'all.
Ashar Feast of
Oh,
Unleavened Bread for those that are keeping right now.
yes.
Grandma!
Hold on. It was so. Listen, I know you ain't. I know y'all still are about to do Passover. It was so beautiful to experience. So
I
like,
know.
it was. I don't know how to explain it. You had to be there. You know. I don't know, but
You just had to
I'll
be
praise to
there.
the Most High.
You had to be there, be square. I
Yes.
seen some pictures and videos. I know it was beautiful. I know it was. All praises.
Yes. I am really enjoying myself. Time with brothers and sisters that I haven't seen in like literally a year. So it really felt like that in like in the biblical times when it talks about everybody making their journey to Passover or their journey to
Con.
get to the destination and stuff. So I just like
Dang,
I
I never
felt
thought
like
of
that
it
because
like that.
yeah, it was so many trials and tribulations just getting to the destination that we were having Passover. And spiritually speaking, like that's Satan. He always trying to do his job, but
Of
we're
course.
doing ours as well. So I pray 705.
Of course.
Yes.
Hey, Satan, he putting in that work, and we got to put in that work too. But that's crazy. I never thought about that because our forefathers and our foremothers, they was like traveling to get to Passover. And that's the same thing when we travel from these different states and cities to get to the Passover location. That's beautiful. That's beautiful because that show how I'm going to be about a week, Lord willing.
Yeah. Lord willing, it's real beautiful through the spirit. Look, y'all, I'm over here trying to get a picture so I can show y'all right quick.
Okay, don't play. Whoop, pop, pop, whoop, whoop, pop, pop. Get it, get it, get it. I had to.
Oh, that was our first Passover together. Like my husband would say, as a family. We're gonna do this together as a family. Okay, so yes, the house of Mikael, we was in there, y'all. I ain't gonna stunt y'all. Them bitter herbs.
Was bitter.
Girl, my eyes was watering, my nose was burning.
Mm.
I was like, Lord, please be with me, Lord. I just was like, Lord, please be with me. I was like,
See,
oh,
but no, though that's beautiful because that's how bitter our forefathers and our foremothers' lives was in Egypt. They had a
yes,
bitter life, as the scriptures say.
yes, yes.
Mm.
Put through little, like people be like, oh, you gonna go to hell? No, hell is the estate that
Condition,
they were.
exactly.
Yes,
Yes,
they
was
were
going
in
through.
hell. Like Pharaoh
Mm.
was putting them through some things, and I was just like, dang, really thinking about all of that. It just had me through the spirit, like, dang,
I'm
just
getting so
know.
much joy from this podcast. I just love when we do our podcast episodes. It really
Yes,
makes me
I
happy.
be loving it too. I'm like, yes, I need this. I need. sometimes you need a little sister talk moment, even,
You,
it's,
you.
but, as long as it's edifying, but, you still, you still need those moments with your sisters to just catch up through the spirit sometimes. Cause
Come
y'all, I was really, some people was looking for me with a flashlight in the
I heard you
daytime.
was looking for me. Here I go.
Here
Here
I
I go.
go. Shalawam.
I'm crying. But
God, yes. I'm
it
excited for
feels,
y'all.
I mean, it feels, last time we was on here, we was in 2022, but baby, it's 2023, okay? We got a new year, honey.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. He allowed us to endure through, all things
Listen,
last year and this year. Lord willing, He helped us endure through these seasons: rain, sunshine, hail, sleet, snow, whatever,
thunderstorm,
whatever.
tornado, hurricane, earthquake,
All that.
all
No,
of it.
y'all, let me tell y'all, getting to Passover, we literally, it felt like we rode through a tornado because it was like pouring down, like it was pouring down. And it was like, you couldn't really see. Like driving through where we were driving, you couldn't really see. And it was literally only about like 5 to 10 minutes of driving through that. You had to kind of put your hazards on. You could not see like the car in front of you. Like it was crazy, but yeah, you got to endure through those things. That was
All
deep.
praise I got that safe though. Solid, how
Yeah.
about Shemel Shah?
People was pulled over to the
Satan.
side of the road and everything. And when we got through, it's so crazy now, like thinking back on it. Because once we got through it, it was it was literally sunshine. It was like
Yeah, I
it
knew you was
never
gonna say that.
happened.
I knew you was gonna
It
say
was
that.
like it was like we never rode through it and it never happened. So that was real crazy. But my husband, he was saying like he was like, why are people stopping in the middle of this? Because it was people like they pulled over to the side of the road and they had their hazards on and they were just like sitting in the middle of the storm. And I was thinking like, do we do that sometimes? Like when we
Mm.
going through stuff, do we put our hazards on and do we like just sit in the middle of that storm and just make
Don't
that
fight, don't
season,
push through.
yeah, we make that season last longer than what it should instead of having your hazards on and kind of just keep pushing forward, like, get through it. And
Putting
it'll
on
be
your
like it
rain
never
boots, putting on your raincoat, and pushing through.
con. And I just,
It's very
put your
spiritual. I
windshield
like
wipers
that. I
on and
like it.
keep
I like how you
going.
did that right though. I like that.
you know. And we did have to drive a little slower, so you might have to during those seasons that you take things a little bit slower. Just take things day at a time. Don't really be, rushing trying to get through that season. But we put, one foot in front of the other, and we made it through. And I was just like, I was looking at that like, dang, that's spiritual. Like I feel
It's
like we
beautiful.
look at stuff differently now. Being in the truth, like
Definitely we do. Hey, I
yeah,
needed to hear that. That's something to meditate on this good Sabbath.
come on.
Oh,
Hey, maybe
praises.
y'all can meditate on that too.
This dog in here growling in his sleep, girl.
Hey, love your beast. Be kind to him, okay?
Yeah, they my dog. That's my mom and them dog. I don't do nothing. Mm-mm.
Even Tobit had a dog.
Dogs.
Con.
I remember that
Satan, y'all. Satan is messing up. Satan is. Sis. Wait, 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 wait. Satan, bro.
You didn't hear me?
Satan, he's like, no, it's like, eh, eh, uh, uh, uh. We gotta say it again.
I was just saying
Say it
how
again.
I was just saying how I was reading Tobit this morning. Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
I was just saying how I was reading Tobit this morning and I finally peeped the verse where it said that he had a dog and I read Tobit like 3 times and I finally just peeped it. Because it said he had left with the angel and the young man and his dog. And I said, wait a minute. I was like, this what Lily be
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes.
Oh,
Even Tobit
praises.
had a dog.
All praises.
Yes. All praise to
Maybe
the
the
Most
small stuff
High.
we overlook. But we've
Con.
been just, talking through the spirit the past 10 minutes, which is beautiful, but we're going to get into today's topic, okay? Drum
Let's
roll,
get into
please.
it.
Today we're going to be talking about we don't even we're going to be going into, using our talents in this dark world, being that light. And is it off to want a career, want a degree in this life? We're going to get into it, the real nitty gritty. We're going to get into it.
For real.
Um, so do you want to start off or,
I do. I want to start off with a preset.
oh, go ahead.
So
Go ahead. Take the
I want to
floor.
start off. Ooh. All right.
Yeah, I've been coughing and I was y'all, that's crazy because last time one of the podcasts I had been sick for like 2 weeks, but I've been coughing up mucus and blowing my nose for the past 2 weeks, like ongoing mucus nonstop. It's kind of crazy.
We're gonna pray for you, sis. We're gonna throw up some
Thank
prayers
you.
at the Most
Please
High.
do.
Let that spirit pass over your house, and so you can feel
I'm okay though.
good.
I'm standing
Oh,
strong.
all praises. Because I feel like it's not off to wanna have a career. You know, I'll say I don't know if I want to say of this world or in this world. I'll just say in this world because not
Yeah.
of this world because we are of the world. We're in the
Okay,
world. Okay.
and that's on what?
So yeah, I don't. I don't think that it's off at all because like how you supposed to be the light? How else are you supposed to be the light? Are we supposed to hide it? I don't think so. Are we supposed to, of course you're not supposed to, indulge in the things of the world, but can you definitely be a light amongst, you know, other brothers and sisters? Come on. So this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 through 16. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and give it, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." They will see you and be like, "I ain't never seen no sister do it like that. Dang, I ain't never see no sister. She dressed like that. She don't act, dang. She is in here with the rest of us, but she not like the rest of us. What did she do? Who is she? Where's she from?
Who she pray
You
to?
know? Right,
Who she
exactly. They'll be
serve?
like, who is her God? Who is so hey man, I don't feel like it's off. I don't. And I feel like sisters should, you know, be able to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and be able to let that shine, because the Most High, He can definitely put you in places where, your enemies could be at peace with you. You can have some inside information to help the nation. And it's just so many different
Yeah.
ways it could go.
Yeah.
So, con.
I think that's a very beautiful.
Well, then read, Siri. Bring it out.
And I was here reading this verse, but I'm gonna just go ahead and well, that's a very beautiful point. um, I feel like when we come into this truth, and even in the world, for sisters that are not aware of who we are yet, according to the Bible, we're supposed to be selfless. So when it comes to our talents, we're doing these things to help our nation, to help your household. You're doing these things to help others. It's not all about me, 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 me when you come into this truth. So our
Hmm.
nations are to help like our talents are to help our nation and see how we can help our nation grow. And I want us to get Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Because I don't want sisters to be over righteous and think, well, we're in captivity. I shouldn't really be going to school. I shouldn't be trying to get a career. We're in captivity. We're in the last days. Like, don't be over righteous. Don't let your talents go to waste because you constantly keep saying, well, we're in captivity. We're in the last days. Yeah, we're in captivity. That's why you should let your light shine. That's why you should use your talents. Um, And I'll never forget, I was a freshman in college and I was on the WFI Sisters Thursday call and I was telling them how I wanted to drop out of school. And them sisters told me don't do it. They was like, don't do that because your talents can help the nation. I did take a break, but I do plan on going back, Lord willing. And I'm just very thankful they told me that because I needed to hear that different perspective because at that point, it wasn't about me, it was about my nation. Like I could go to school, get this degree, and help my nation. So come on.
Con. That reminds me of is Ecclesiastes Ecclesiasticus 34:9. It says, "A man that have travailed knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom." So when you go and you're learning these things, even though it might be you have to what brothers say, you know, get the meat of the information and spit out the bones. So even if you are going to school and you are, learning these different things and, taking it towards a career, okay, let me get the meat of this information, and all this other fluff I can throw out so that I can help my nation. Because we need different systems. We need medical professionals in our we need doulas, we need midwives, we need chefs, we need people that know how to fix things. Our foremothers and forefathers were not people that lack knowledge. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they, when they was going off, knowledge of the most high. But, for the most part, we had carpenters, lawyers, come on,
You're
doctors,
smart.
like we still have to learn this information. So for people to, make others feel bad for going to school or wanting to get a degree or whatever, sometimes know how to play the game. So some people out here playing chess, you're not even on the board, okay? You can't even help our nation. You out here putting down other people about what they are doing, but what are you doing? What You know what I mean? If that is your mindset, what are you doing to help progress or for our nation? If you the person that's speaking like, oh no, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, but I am doing something and I'm thinking about glorifying the Most High and how I can help my nation. If that's my foundation of the reason of why I'm doing this, you never know why the Most High put a spirit on me to be able to want to, go to school and do what X. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's listen. It's like it. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. I was done.
That's a very beautiful point. Because where there's no law, there's no sin, and yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Yep. Where there's no law, there's no sin. So, hey, if you want to go that route, then do your thing. Now, of course, it comes with a just balance. Like you don't want to be,
Con.
and that just goes to keeping the Most High first in everything. Like you don't want to be giving school more of your time. You barely read. You want to make sure that the Most High is always the center of your life, and the one person that you're giving all of your time, giving more of your time to than anything else, and just keeping the Most High first. So you just got to know how to have that balance, but it's not off. And what I don't want to see and what I don't like seeing is when we condemn other sisters for doing that. We got to stop being over righteous and kind of worry about yourself. And I'm just being real. Like if a sister is wanting to go get a career, I don't see nothing wrong with that. As long as she got the Most High first, let that sister go get that career to help her nation and help her household. She ain't bother nobody.
Mm-hmm.
She doing what she's supposed to.
Con.
And it's so many different things to get in. It's so many majors. It's so many.
Mm-hmm.
You can even go to a technical college and just learn a skill. Like our foremothers and
Yep.
our foremothers, like just think about the Black Wall Street. Let me pull up something. I want y'all to see something. Black Wash. Hold on, I'm gonna share it on my screen. I want y'all to see something because this is just hold on. Black Wall Street businesses. It's a
That was
picture I'm trying to
mighty.
find, and it's
And Esau was hating.
okay. Black Wall Street has 600 businesses, 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes, a hospital, a bank, a post office, schools, libraries, law offices, and even a bus system. These are our people. There's nothing new under the sun. So if they was doing that then, what do you think? Ooh, Girl, I accidentally kicked you off. My bad. If they was doing that then, what do you think our foremothers then was doing in biblical days? We are not dumb. We are the
Hmm.
salt of the earth. We are a skilled and talented people, and there's nothing wrong with trying to put that forth to help your nation.
To educate yourself.
Kind.
Um, so speaking on, kind of more so educating ourselves, we also had to understand that a lot of things that our mothers and fathers or grandparents didn't know, like it's information out here to help us. So I'm about to put y'all on to something my husband he put me on to. So it's a brother, his name is Abarriyah Israel. Every Friday on Clubhouse, he has a room on financial literacy. Now, people will be like, "Oh, well, I don't need this, I don't need that." No, it's a lot of things on on how we handle our finances and how the black dollar circulates less than any other nation dollar circulates. This brother, he has a podcast on YouTube. If you look up, you might not be able to find it under the new name, but if you type in Inside the Nation Radio on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. It's called the Rich Man, Poor Man Podcast. Okay? Type in
Found
Rich
it.
Man, Poor Man, yes, podcast, or you could type in Inside the Nation Radio. Okay? These are different ways that we educate ourselves. This is a brother who is putting in work for the nation, who is, his wife is educated as well, and he is as well, and very wise in the information that they are putting out. So it's nothing wrong with using the information that we have, or if we go to school and get educated, or if we take a course and get educated, or if we just have a certificate and get educated and share this information with our brothers and sisters and our children growing up. There's no other way in order to instruct our children in the way that they should go if we don't even know which way we should go.
Mm.
So we
Mm.
are gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and we're learning how to play the game that Esau didn't even want us to be able to play. So if you
Mm.
have anything negative to say about anybody who is, you know, gaining in experience and wisdom in different ways, like, come on now. What are you doing? What brick are you putting in for the Lord? Because at the end of the day, our focus should be on serving the Lord. And if this is helping our nation, then you can't don't talk against it. You talking against the works of the Lord, and that if it's of the Lord, it's not going to be overthrown. So
Mm.
yeah, this a good topic. Okay, this kind of got me
Mm.
in the spirit.
Mm.
Like,
Cause
what we
look,
talking?
yeah, I just I don't like seeing that. Like, I'm all here for it for sisters wanting to go to school, um, for wanting to go to school and educate themselves to help the nation. I'm here for it. So all praise to the Most High. And think about it, our foremothers. I was telling Lily, this brother got a mighty. He got some mighty things on here. I have to
Girl,
share this.
that's a gem, okay? That's a gem. And he always talk about how it's the 1%. A lot of people are going to tap into the information, but not everybody is going to take action. And then people be looking like, "Oh, what do you do? What do you do?" All I did was listen to what the brother and his wife told me to do. You gotta do the same thing. So, hey, I definitely gotta
I'm,
tap into it. Oh, and
I was,
if y'all miss any
can
episodes,
you
I'm
hear me?
sorry. Say it again.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, Salakia. I apologize. If y'all miss any episodes, they are most episodes are recorded, so you can go back and watch them at any time. But sis, I apologize. I did not hear you.
No, you're good. I figured it's the Wi-Fi. You good? But literally, like our foremothers, they use their talents. Like, okay, so let's think about Tabitha, also called Dorcas, Acts 9:36. She made garments and helped the nation and made them clothes. And I'm sure that's not the only thing she did. We got Esther, we got Judith. They went, they was, the people, the women at that time to help our nation when it came to which one chopped off the head? It was Judith that chopped off the head, and Esther was able to beseech the king and get that letter again, that decree against to kill all the Jews. She was able to get that denounced and removed. So it's like they
Mhm.
used their gifts the Most High gave them to help our nation when we was in distress and we was going through rough times and about to get slayed. And so,
Mhm.
how is that different from us? I mean, we're not in biblical times. We don't have to. We're not in a place to go to a king and be like, "We need this. I need this letter removed." We're not able to go chop off somebody's head and have it in a bag and running down the hill to the gate without 12 getting called on us. So it's like if our foremothers use their talents, then we got to do the same thing. We're not in biblical days, so we're not able to do that, but we are able to use our talents in other ways. So we're trying to move like our foremothers. Hey, they use their talents.
God. I mean, Proverbs 31. Come on, everybody want to be Proverbs 31, but
Look,
don't have the understanding.
listen, that's a good point. Proverbs 31 woman, she went out let me just get
She
it.
was
She
not
went out
ignorant.
to the land and bought land.
Your microphone off, sis.
I got a little excited. My thing unplugged. This is Proverbs 31 and 16. She considereth a field and buyeth it with the fruit of her hand. She planted the vineyard. So a Proverbs 31 woman, she was able to go out and be like, what's this land you got right here? It's on sale. I can get it. She was able to go buy land by herself. So in order to buy land, you got to be real educated. You got to know your numbers. You got to know what you're getting into. You got to know who you're getting in business with. You got to know all of that to be able to go buy land. Like buying land ain't just something that sounds
Hmm.
easy. You got to be real educated to go buy
Yeah.
some land.
You gotta make sure the land is even gonna be profitable. Make sure the soil is right. Make sure it's gonna bring forth crop. You gotta make sure it ain't, infested with stuff that if you build something on there, that they're gonna termites be and ate the whole house up, or anything. Like you gotta know. You have to know. Shoot.
She was a Proverbs 31 woman. I be saying she like it's talking about a specific sister, but a
Right.
one woman. She was very mighty. She had a lot of talent. She
I think it cut out.
and if we striving to be like a Proverbs 31 woman, then we gotta be moving in that type of spirit. We gotta be educating ourselves. Like the scriptures say, be not ignorant in any matter, big or small. Let me get that.
Con.
This is Sirach 5 and 15, also called Ecclesiasticus in Apocrypha. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter, or ignorant just means not knowing. So, to the best of our ability, we want to strive to be well educated sisters in kind of all areas through the spirit. And of course, some areas, of course, the most likely is the increase in some areas you may not be as educated in, but we don't want to be ignorant in any matter. Like, you kind of want to what's that precept? It says like if somebody asks you a question, you want to kind of have an answer.
I'll be ready to answer. Be ready
Yes,
to
be
give
ready
the
to
answer.
answer.
Con. I was thinking about, getting educated, and because I don't know why my mind has just been on doula, 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 midwife, midwife, midwife. Like, I don't know. My mind had just like last night. I had a dream about the sister. I think her name. I think you pronounce it Gia,
Oh, I think I know you're
Gia.
talking about Instagram.
She was in my dream, and I woke up like I need to get in contact with that sister. Like, I don't know why, like, nobody has talked to me about that. Like, nothing. Like, it just was random. So I was like, I don't all right, I need to do something. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I gotta get in contact with that sister. So, Lord willing, I can reach out to that sister and get in contact with her. But I was reading Ecclesiasticus 38, verse 4. I'm a start at. Mm, Let me see. Well, I'll start at 6. I'm gonna start at 6. Ecclesiasticus 38 and 6. And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such do he heal men and taketh away their pains. Of such doeth the apothecary and make confection. And of his works there is no end. From him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord and he will make thee whole. So this is all talking about giving honor to a physician. When you a physician, you have to know that you have to be educated in those things. You have to, it talks about the apothecary. The apothecary is natural medicine. It tells you that the Lord, it says, verse 4, the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So you're not going to be ignorant in these things. You can't be, you have to be educated. You have to have an understanding on how to use these things. You have to understand that not everybody is the same. You have to understand, okay, this person might be able to take this, but this person can't take that. You have to, you know, listen, read
Medical field
Sirach
is
38. Okay.
con, con. And I'm not saying like, because of course there's always air. 1 2 testing
Say
one
it
two.
again. Okay.
Okay, kind of. First Peter 3:15, but sanctify the Lord God in your hearts and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So I'm not saying
Mm.
you gotta be a sister, know every single thing, because
Satan is working overtime.
he is, but
Overtime.
it's okay.
Okay. So the last part I heard was, I'm not saying that you have to be a sister that knows everything,
Kind,
but
you gosh.
one more time for the people in the back.
For the people in the back that didn't hear me with the trombone, I said you don't have to be a sister that knows it all, like be a know-it-all, but we kind of want to, strive to know some things. So when somebody asks, we're able to give an answer. And Sirach 5:12, if thou has not an answer, lay your hand over your mouth. Just be like, I don't know, sis. I'm so lucky, Lord, willing I can find out and get back to you. Just be real, be humble. But we do want to strive to be educated sisters and know some areas, some things, and kind of know what we talk about. Bruh,
Con. No, I heard you. Okay, so let's put a little twist on this, okay?
let's put this on it.
All right. So we saying con is fine, con is okay, to um have your career or and allow your light to shine bright.
Hmm.
Where do you draw the line? What career path is like a girl, you ain't about to let your light shine up in there like that, like that. Come on
That's a
now, sis.
good point.
How do you feel
Okay.
about how do you feel what career path would you be like, all right, nah, sis, like
It's so many different things. I can't even like think of one, but I would say like the like no BBL stuff because that is a career.
okay, so plastic surgery,
Plastic surgery.
plastic
Yeah,
surgeon.
yeah.
Okay. So okay, you mean cosmetic. Wait, cuz listen, when I always in my mind I can always have a just balance about cosmetic plastic surgery only because like if something happens to somebody and they need like reconstruction on their face,
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
fine. But you
yeah.
mean like enhancements
Talking about
and
getting it lifted or getting it injected. That's what I'm talking about.
so okay, if I'm a doctor, like I gotta draw the line at, I'm not here to do body enhancements as a doctor. With my knowledge, I'm here to, do maybe like reconstruction of like if
Yeah,
somebody need
because
like their jaw reconstructed or like they missing something like, or nose or
yeah, like yeah, stuff like that is fine because I feel like think about it like this: sisters who come and get BBLs and their boobs done, their breasts done, their booty done. they're only doing that so they can go dress half naked, and I don't want the blood to be on my hands. I don't want to partake in that. So you can go out there and put on them tight leggings. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's where I would draw the
Okay,
line. But as far as like you got in a car accident or something happened to your nose, like I don't want to be over righteous. Like if you need some, if something broke,
right.
yeah, then yeah,
Yeah, if it's yeah, if it ain't broke,
yeah.
don't fix it. But if it's broke, then all right, we can see what we could do,
Yeah, let me see
like
what's
that.
going on here. Let me kind of, yeah, it's kind of broke right in this
I
area.
got a
Yeah.
little wrinkle. Look, I got a little wrinkle. You think you could pump me up right here? Right there.
I mean, like I said, there's also so many different careers. I really can't even think of any more. Where would you draw the line?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about like professional cheerleaders? Uh, professional cheerleaders, like ooh,
Now, I
or like
don't.
professional dancers, or
Hmm.
um, because sometimes they do have to mix it up. Sometimes they can do like ballet and be on Broadway and do the ballerina thing, or you
I
know.
like this really. This is really nice. I like how you made a twist to this. This is really good. That is. I want to hear your take on that because I don't really see how me going out here and saying "Go Tigers" on top of my nation. I can't. I can't wrap my head around the fact how that's helpful.
No, I feel like I don't feel like that is glorifying the Most High. I don't
Yeah,
feel
I don't
like
either.
I could help build my nation up with that. I mean, the only thing I could do is take that money and put it towards my household, but I don't feel like that would be honoring my husband because I don't think those outfits are modest. I don't think
Yeah,
they are
no, they're not
appealing. Like, yeah. Um, I feel like I would say no to that.
mine. Yeah.
Um, one thing I was thinking about is like modeling. Like, how would you,
Mm,
because you have to sometimes wear apparel. Well, you're just a hanger as a model. Like, you know, you are I won't say a hanger, but I'll say a live mannequin. And you are there to do what the artist intended you to do, you know? But I wonder, because I don't know, I wonder if you could draw a line to be like, I prefer not to do XYZ, or, I only take things where I have to be modest, or I don't know how
so
you do that.
okay, that's a good one. Also, yeah, with the cheerleading, I was thinking like before I gave you my answer, I was thinking that a pair would have to be modest, but I don't think that's glorifying the Most High at all, helping our nation. Now with the modeling, I just had to backtrack. With the modeling, I
Okay.
know a sister who models, and she's in the truth, and it's in righteousness, and it's in modesty.
Okay.
So, but I've never
Mm.
had like a personal kind of conversation to see, like to see how she helping the nation in that way. But I would say she's the sister in the truth, so she's the only one wearing modest apparel. And usually, when you see models, they got the stuff out or they
Everything
wearing
out.
in modest apparel. So I feel like, in a sense, like you're being that light because you are a modest model. We ain't never seen no modest model,
Okay,
but
fine.
now that we're talking about benefit the nation, I don't know.
I think that does benefit the nation because it helps sisters, like how we was talking about like what is modesty, and then we have Auntie Sarah was modest, that page. It's like, okay, dang,
Mm,
I can be cute. I can be cute. You know what I mean? I
that's
don't have to be like, I don't have to wear these big, I could still be cute and
good.
um be modest. So I feel like that would help. I do feel like that would help. I just wanted to see what your take was like, and I also didn't know, like, I was like, I don't know how you draw the line, but I do think it's beneficial
Hold on.
for younger sisters. It's beneficial for new sisters, and I feel like it helps sisters be able to kind of put things together. We don't really know how to a lot
You
of
was
sisters
breaking up,
don't
but it's
really say it again.
you was breaking up, but it's okay.
Okay, okay, fine. But I feel like a lot of sisters, we do be needing help in that area of learning, of knowing, what's cute, how to put it together. So I think it is an upside to modeling. You just gotta, like you said, have a just balance in it. So shout
You
out to
was
that
breaking up.
sister. That is it me?
But I think we got the gist of it. But you was going in and out. It's saying, but shout out to that sister though. That's a very good point. Like because we don't see because there's these modeling. I don't know if they still do modeling shows like America's Next Top Model, but when that show was around, if they do still do modeling shows or even women that do model in the world, it's not modest at all. Like I know a lot. I know a sister that I graduated high school with and got into modeling, but when they do that, it's not in modesty. So when you see a sister walking down the runway in modest apparel, you kind of like, hold on, wait a minute, she different. Where she come from? Where she? I need to
God.
that outfit. I need to get with
Yeah.
her, see how I can dress like that. And then
Mhm.
you really the sister in, and the sister she's getting edified. So that's a good one. What's another career?
Acting.
That's a good one. Me and my husband, we like to act, so hey, I'm down. But I think that can actually benefit the nation. Like think about it. Like I guess it depends on what type of acting you're doing, like what type of movie you're in. I feel like now if you acting and you in Bad Girls Club, then absolutely not.
That's not a movie. That is reality TV.
Girl, they low key be acting sometimes though. They
Look,
be some of
that's
the
why I did the quotes.
yeah. Some of the stuff be already like written down on the paper. But like I feel like you could really be that light, talk about the truth, glorify the most high in that. I think that's definitely possible.
Okay.
Like
All
look at
right.
the
Let's
Israelite
get.
culture
Oh, go.
cartoons
My bad.
and
Oh
I was just saying
yeah.
like the
I
Israelite
didn't think about
cartoons
that.
and a Better Day Family, a Better Day channel. I was watching it with my niece this morning. We was watching a Better Day channel. It's like culture cartoons, but yeah, those are acting, and it's edifying and glorifying the Most High because they acting about the law. Like that enduring to the end. That the sister Dinah did like 2 years ago. That season was fire. That was one of my favorite ones when she
All
had the
praises.
Jewish husband. So yeah, I think that definitely yes, I like that. Now, if you on here trying to audition for a shot and taken with Chris Brown and Bow Wow, then no, that was Ti. My bad. I don't see how this
Takers.
taken. My bad. I think it just depends. Like it really just depends what you're trying to do.
God.
If you're trying to audition for the position in the back with the woman with her breast hanging out, then no. But so it just depends. It just depends, y'all.
Okay. What about like modern? Not modern day. How about just regular jobs, firefighters, police, mailman, mail sister, I said male sister, male woman.
Um, you go first.
No idea. I don't know. Like, I feel like if that's what you, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it could be beneficial, as far as I don't know. Hold on. I'm
Listen,
making
so
myself think. Sisters, I want y'all to be interactive with us. I want y'all to write some stuff down
in the
in
chat,
the chat. Tell us y'all take on this. Write down some stuff we may not have mentioned. Like just I really want this to be a thought provoking conversation. I don't want it just to be me and you. I want the sisters to
yeah.
chime in too. I want to see what they gotta say. Like, what do y'all think? Because I really don't know. Like,
So
are we limited? Are we limited in our options of what we can do? Do we feel like because listen, I'm a nail technician. And people might be like, well, you in there putting them fake nails on people and that ain't edifying the Lord. That ain't,
but
that
no,
ain't.
I have something to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I've seen my sister Lily at work, and her light be shining, 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 shining. So that's a good. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that. I was like, because there's careers like nail techs and careers like you know firefighting,
Makeup
and it may not
artists
seem like a
and
glorified side, but I'm sorry,
I know
they
you
got there blowing
lying.
the grass. It may not seem like we're glorifying the Most High in those things, but we are a light. So just by you could run into somebody and edify them. You know, when Lily doing nails, she's talking about the Most High. She's having a conversation that's edifying, and her light is shining. Her fruits are showing. So it's like even those type of careers, you can definitely be a light. So this is very good. I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah, it's thought provoking. It's very, I love it. It's thought provoking. It's very thought provoking. Like it make you think. Like, dang, I got second guess. Hold on, I gotta think again. Like, because some people, you know, they might think, but I do. I talk to my clients. They always ask, what is that? Because I have my fringes on my apron. They like, what is that? Why do you got that thing on there?
Yeah,
Um, this one man, he walked up to me. He was like, I know who you are. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I know who you are. So I was like, okay, like you being weird. You're being weird to me, but I just was like, people be knowing. People be knowing. People see that light. People could be attracted to that light within inside of you, and that's why I say whatever career that you are in, sisters, like let your light shine bright. Never stop talking about the Most High. You could be an administrative assistant. You could be, a dang on 911 dispatcher. Always let your light shine bright. All as long as everything that you're doing it to glorify the Most High, and that that's all that matters to me. Except for things like maybe the strip club and stuff like that.
yeah, absolutely
I'm
not.
not I'm not gonna be like, yeah, sis, go let your light shine bright in there. Like, nah, bro.
No, your
No.
light cannot shine in there. But what if I just put on a dress? The girl, I'm about to come through this screen.
I'm about to be come through the bottle girl
No,
with the
you
sparkler.
gotta use discernment. But
With the
then, okay, so
bottle
what about if sisters are like, okay, well, none of these jobs are feminine. Do y'all feel like I want y'all to talk with us? Do y'all feel like we should only be working feminine jobs like daycare, doulas, teachers, dentist assistants, or do y'all feel like we could go be a firefighter? Do y'all think we can work in the army? Like, what y'all think?
Right, right. Mm,
I know my husband. He don't want me working for I mean, of course, of course, we in captivity, but he don't want me working in the government, like at the White House and like that, or police officer something like that. Everybody different though.
yeah. I don't know, cause shoot, Sade, we can get that inside information. I'm just saying.
No, for
You know,
real.
you never know. I don't know. And I think everybody's spirit is different. Like, the word tells us, we all in one body, but we have different offices. We have different gifts. We have different fruits. We have different talents. You know what I mean? So I feel
Mhm.
like, don't and also don't be afraid, don't be afraid to let your light shine bright, but move in wisdom. Use your discernment. Don't just be going out there, shouting from the rooftops. But
Yeah.
the Most High will put it in your spirit, and just be obedient to what He put in your spirit to do. Even if other sisters don't understand,
Mhm.
because it's a lot of things sometimes we even go through ourselves that we don't even understand. Like, dang, why I gotta do this? Like, sometimes I'll be feeling like Jonah. I be like, I ain't about to do that. I'm scared. I ain't about to do that. You be running away from it the whole time. The Lord, listen, you being disobedient. You gotta go ahead and do it. But you know, I don't know. I guess I really have to, even after this. I have to think about it. I have to think about, I don't know. I have to think.
Yeah. That's a good point because I told a sister one time I was like, this is spiritual said don't be afraid because when we enter into like I used to go to Texas Southern at HBCU. Of course, like I'm taking a break right now, so I used to go to Texas Southern, and I was still kind of new in the truth. The Most High, He had me there for a reason, and I was scared. Like I was nervous. Like this is new. I'm gonna be around all these Israelites, like these brothers. Like it was a lot, and I was kind of nervous, but And you just kind of think of, like the sister Lily said, we can't be afraid because how we can't hide our talents. We can't be afraid. Well, I go there because I'm afraid. Of course, these new things is kind of nerve wracking, like we've never did it before. But don't be afraid because then you're not letting your light shine. Well, I'm scared and I don't want to go. Like we have to. Oh, what was? Sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable to get comfortable. Like think about it, the brothers on the highways and byways. Some of them they going to the hood to bring it out. Do you like they going to the trenches to
Mm,
bring it out? They're going in these places that's not really comfortable for them, but they gotta let their light shine. They gotta wake the sheep up. So yes, if the Most High has called you to go to college, I was at HBCU with all these brothers, with all these sisters. It was nerve wracking, but that's what the Most High had called me to do. So it may be uncomfortable, but you gotta let your light shine. What you gonna do? Hide it? Put it on the rock?
mm. And
So
then the Lord gonna say, "You wicked and slothful servant."
take his talent and give it unto him that has two
Yes,
and double his.
con.
25.
Yes,
Don't be like that.
yeah. The Lord didn't definitely didn't give us the spirit of fear. He gave us the spirit of love, peace, and a sound mind. Like, come on now, y'all. You gotta know. Going through those feelings of being afraid is, it's natural because we in the flesh, but it's not of the Lord. Those are just, ways that Satan stops you from doing what the Most High put in your spirit to do.
Come.
But
And
yeah,
I also want to say, like, we can't always be around people in the truth. Like, you got to know how to talk to your sisters that are in the world. So you can't always be around people in the truth. You got to let your light shine to the sisters that's not in the truth. You got to let your light shine unto them. Because we're in the truth and we have the Most High, and so we just kind of we continue to build one another up. But then you got to go out and be around. You got to go be in those places that might make you uncomfortable and talk to those sisters that don't know any better and be a light unto them. Because that's what we're called to do. Let me get this. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse number 8. Hold on. Let me get it real quick. It says, I'm going to start at 7. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for you were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. So we used to be in darkness, but now we are in the light. So walk like the light. And also, now careers and stuff, haven't like we're not here condemning sisters. If you don't have a degree or if you don't have a career, we're not on here bashing you. And if you
mm-mm,
do choose to go that route, we're not bashing you either. It's not necessary, but is it beneficial? Yes, it's very beneficial. But to each his own. We're not condemning nobody. To each his own. And some sisters are married, so it's ultimately what your head say. But literally, to each his own. Like if that's something that you choose to do, all praise to the Most High. And if something that you choose not to do, okay, all praise to the Most High. Regardless, use your talent. And I don't. A sister has a degree and she has a career. That doesn't make her, that doesn't mean that she's putting in more brick than you. Or just because a sister doesn't have a degree or career, that doesn't mean that you're useless and you're not helping. Like we are all one body. We all have different offices. So it
mm-hmm,
might not be your calling to go to school. It might not be your office to go get a degree. And that's okay. It's of the Lord. So don't compare yourself and don't feel like you're not doing your part because you choose to have a career or you choose to not have a career. I mean, First Corinthians 12, that's a good read. If y'all want to go read that, it goes into how we all have different offices, we all have different talents, we all have different gifts.
mm-hmm.
But we all come together to make that one. So we all put we build the body.
Con.
That's what
And
it's
I
gonna do.
said
So
again.
it's great. No, I just saying, regardless of what the Lord has called you to do, just make sure you get at your all and put your brick in. Everybody's lot is
Mm-hmm.
not the same. So,
No, con. That's exactly what I was about to say. Everybody's journey is different. You can't compare yourself to the next sister. You can't.
hmm
You can be inspired by the next sister, but don't compare yourself. Oh, I wish I had this. Oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I was able to do this. Or, the Lord, and if it's something that He put on your spirit to do in due time, He'll be able to give you those things as long as that you're doing your part as well. And I was going to say also, by not allowing your light to shine, to those sisters that are not in the understanding or do not have the same understanding as you, that's kind of selfish. Um, I really think that that is selfish. I think, you know, uh, if somebody didn't help me gain the understanding where I am now, I would be sick. I'd be like, you ain't want to help me? Like, you know, I want to help my sisters come out of sleep and darkness. I mean, I know everything is of the Lord, but Lord willing, you can plant a seed, maybe another sister can water it, and then Lord willing, the Most High can give the increase. But, the more that you allow your light to shine bright, my coworkers, we talk and things like that. They ask me questions, and sometimes they be like, they'll be like, Shalom, Shalawam, Shalawam, like, you just plant the seed and you water it a little bit and you pray that the Most High give them the increase. So, through whatever career that you're in, in righteousness, let your light shine bright, and don't let nobody make you feel bad for, you
Mm-hmm.
know, what the Most High has put on your spirit to do in righteousness, because you never know. It's so many. Now my mom, she'll come to me and show me, different things. The brother, DC Young Fly, he talks about, praising the Most High, and he's a comedian and stuff like that. But you never know how high, you know, um, this understanding and wisdom could reach. There's so many. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about, and I know we getting to the end, but I wanted to talk about. It. I know y'all been seeing this. If y'all been on social media, if y'all been on YouTube, whatever you've been on social media, y'all been hearing about Black China. I know y'all been hearing about
Oh
Black
yeah.
China. She's taking out her fillers, and she's giving her life, you know, to the Most High. It may not be the same exact understanding that we have, but you know, that's why I say be a light. Somebody could have talked to her and, been a light to her and help her change, whether she's doing this, for publicity or not, that is still an example of how, if you continue to allow your light to shine, you never know who you can reach. You
Mm.
never know. And she has a really huge like fan base and things like that. But, Lord willing, in righteousness, she can, return to the Most High. And, you know, you never know how, nothing's too hard for the Lord.
Nothing.
Nothing's too hard for the Lord.
Absolutely nothing.
And the way that we think is not the way the Lord thinks. So, that was one of
His
the
thoughts.
main things I was thinking about, like, dang, you never know. Because people be writing people off so fast. Like, I mean, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Yeah, in that moment in time, he might not, but you never know who he might have grace or favor on, or you never know.
Yeah, the
So,
most I has mercy on, for sure.
yeah,
So like, yeah, that's a good point.
um,
You just never know who you could be a light to. If you're not being a light, if you're not being a light, it ultimately disobeying the Most High, because we're called to be a light, and you never know just by you being yourself how you could reach somebody. And it's not just about us. Like just by us using our talents, being a light, you could really, educate a sister and edify her. Now, what's that saying? Familiarity breeds contempt. So sometimes
okay.
that person might need to hear it from somebody else. But at the end of the day, we want to strive to do our part. And you never know. A sister told me you never know what rooms the most I can have you in. Like you never know what
Mm,
table I can have you sitting at. Don't put the Lord in a box. Listen, do
mm,
not. You could be in rooms you never imagined you'd be in. The most I can have to where your enemies at
mm-hmm.
peace with you. Whatever you need, I got you. Type of thing. Like stop playing with the Lord. You never know. You never
Con.
know. Now, something I know we're getting close to it, but something I was thinking about as well. Like now, for sisters that are not in the truth and not aware of who we are according to the Bible, now those sisters like they're still using their talents, of course. Like if it's not some going off, but we just that's what I want to be like because I know like some sisters in the world, like they be, I'm trying to get this bag, I'm trying to get this bag. They're not in the truth, so they don't understand like they're supposed to be helping their nation, but on the flip side, they kind of still is though at the same time, because it's a lot of
Mhm.
Israelite sisters that are in the nursing field, like a lot of sisters. There's a lot of so-called
Mhm.
blacks and Latinos in the medical field, like a lot of sisters, and they
Mhm.
and it's in the so-called black women, African American women, if I'm not mistaken, like we have the I know I'm not mistaken. We have like the highest like death rate in hospitals. Like they treat us so badly. We don't get the
Mhm.
proper care that we should. So to have even though they might not be in the truth, those sisters are helping other
They make
sisters.
a difference. They
They
make a
do.
difference.
They really do. They really do. To have sisters in the medical field, that's huge. That's really huge.
Con. Not
So
only the medical field, but also like psychology, things like that. When people are
yeah,
going to get um uh um psychiatrists and different little sessions that you have for mental wellness and stuff like that. I know personally for me, I be looking for me. Okay, I be looking for me. If she not looking like me, I don't want to go. Okay, just because
same,
of past
same.
experiences that I have had. That's a real thing. We want to see ourselves in these fields. We want to be like, all right, I feel a little bit comfortable. I was like, I'm not about to go and sit here and talk to this lady. She don't even know how to deal with her day-to-day struggle. Her people be killing themselves if they lost money. Like, what? We know how to work around being a little bit, I don't want to say poor, but not having that much money. Like, what? We that that
That's
that's
crazy to
our
say that.
daily, you know. So like, I want somebody to be able to be to relate to when you go in these different offices and
Mhm.
things like that. I want to be able to see myself. I want to be able to feel comfortable. So
Feel
listen,
comfortable
sisters.
having a sister that look like me that I can talk to, or I can go
Yeah.
get treated by, or something like that. Like we need more
Mhm.
doctors, we need more lawyers, we need a Hebrew daycare, we need things that are not
School.
corrupt. Like we need these things. So definitely, sisters, strive for those things if that's something you want to do, but just make sure that the Most High is the forefront. Just make sure that you're having a just balance. Proverbs 11:1, because a false balance is an abomination
An
to the Lord. Just make
abomination.
sure that the Most High is your forefront. He's your center. But if that's something you want to do, I'm not condemning you. If that's something you choose not to do, I'm not condemning you. Just make sure you use your talents regardless. But look, if that's something you're not down with, don't be over here condemning sisters, because where there's no law, there's no sin. Romans 4:15. Y'all better get off my sisters and leave them alone. If they want to
Okay.
go get a career in business, you better not have nothing to say about it.
Okay.
Like I said,
Because
even the sisters
even,
in the world
yup.
that have careers, they're still helping the nation, and they don't even know it.
Mhm.
And they don't even know it.
Fine.
So,
And I think
God.
we was talking about the one sister. Her name Brittany Rose. She is she's a sister, but she has the understanding of I guess like the Christian
Oh yeah,
understanding.
I know. Okay.
And she's a influencer. And I thought this topic was real good when Abarriyah brought it to me because I was like, dang, I just watched a video on a sister. She was like, she made a video talking about, how the Lord, the Most High, put on her spirit to be a social media influence, but she keeps the Most High at the forefront of her content, and she has so many followers. And I'm like, dang, that's mighty. I was like, how much more if that sister understood who she was biblically?
Mhm.
Like,
She be waking some souls up.
what? Right. So I was like, yeah, that's real mighty. So Lord willing, sisters can continue to use their fruits, gifts, and talents to glorify the Most High. So that people around you can see that who you truly are, glorifying and doing these things for. So
Because people gonna ask. I've had a sister ask me, "Who do you serve? Like, who's your God?" Real life. So sisters are watching. People are watching you. They want to
people
know.
are
You better
watching.
tell them.
Okay.
Better tell them. Better tell
Even
them.
when you think they not, even you think you're not doing anything, you think you're just, oh, I'm just putting this video out here. Oh, I'm just, so sister will come to you and be like, hey, I be watching. I was like, what? For real? Like, I
It's
don't
really
think about it like that. I never
Literally,
think about it like that because that's not the way I'm moving. Ooh,
mm,
that's what it said. Hold on. But yeah, like,
that's
people are
inspiration
watching you. People are watching you, definitely. Even if you don't
because they out
make
here.
videos, even if you don't put out different content in your day-to-day life, I'm telling you, people are watching you. And some people are waiting for you to slip up. Some people is waiting for you to, they be like, I knew that old woman was still up in there somewhere. But no, we changing. We in our metamorphosis like butterflies. Ain't that what it's called? Metamorphosis? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, um, it's just a journey. It's a journey. It's a beautiful thing. Embrace it, and I wish sisters the best in whatever career that they are in. So
Con, Lord willing, y'all got edified, and don't be out here celebrating Easter either. Okay, well,
okay,
not the bunny
okay.
rabbit Easter because I was reading Acts with my husband, and that was my first time seeing the word Easter in the Bible. But if you go to
Oh
the Google
yeah.
of the Bible and you dissect that definition, the word Easter in the Bible means Passover.
Mhm.
So it's not the Easter that the world know of bunny rabbits and eggs and
Bunny rabbits don't even lay eggs.
this crazy.
Gosh, that is so weird. That's so weird. But we ain't about to get the teaching on here, y'all.
Yeah, we know. He's gonna be out here celebrating sisters. Become.
Yeah.
We
God.
love y'all. Have a great week. Set those weekly goals. Lord willing, y'all continue to endure and just use your talents because you never know how you could spark somebody else in their walk with the Most High all by you using your talents.
God.
So just keep doing what you're doing because you're helping somebody. And it really brings joy to my heart to know that the videos we put out help sisters because even on my personal YouTube, there be sisters I don't even know that be watching, and I be like, dang, the Most High's really using me to help, and it brings joy to my heart to know that it's actually helping because the things we do is not of us, it's of the Lord. It's all of the Lord, and we want to give all honor, glory, praise to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, all the days of our life, and yeah, we got to go, y'all. It's past our limit, but anyways.
Lord willing, y'all have a beautiful week of unleavened bread. For sisters that haven't celebrated Passover yet, Lord willing, y'all have a beautiful Passover and unleavened bread. Love y'all. See y'all next episode. Shalawam.
Shalawam.